Not that. Yes, that.
Oh.
Alright, switched over. Here we are.
You got a Switch? Goddamn.
Here we are, God.
I mean, I have a Switch 1.
Me too.
Me too.
I'm not buying the Switch 2.
I'm not planning on it. That's expensive as fuck.
Yeah, it's like almost $500.
And also everything they do about it is just stupid.
Apparently, some of the Switches have been going into immediate repair because people at the stores are stapling something to the box, and it's
the
screen.
Yeah, they stapled in front of the box, pierced the screen, and bricked the fucking thing. Like a GameStop in New York did it to the entirety of their stock.
Oh my god.
$500 each.
And I'm seeing videos of already stick drift.
Oh yeah.
What? That's crazy.
The motherfuckers just came out.
Man.
Never heard
Thanks
of
for
it.
the head
Never
pats,
fucking heard of
Luna.
it.
Also,
Yeah,
that
stick
emote looks
cool?
great.
Stick
What?
drift?
Stick drift?
Dude, the thing that
What
makes
level
me mad
content?
is that we literally have the technology to make sure stick drift doesn't fucking happen. We literally have it. It uses magnets. It's very cool and awesome. It's a little bit expensive, but this thing
That's
will,
the problem.
for the foreseeable future, will never stick drift.
Yeah. Therein lies
What's
the
it
problem.
called?
It's expensive.
It's I forget what it's called specifically, but they, instead of the standard like lever pointing in a direction, it uses a series of 4 magnets and then a magnet on the bottom of the stick, and it tracks how strong the magnet is compared to the 4, which tells you very precisely where the stick is.
That is very interesting.
$100.
I mean, to never
For that
replace
alone.
that type of thing again?
Yeah. It's gonna last me till I die, and then it'll last my children till I die, and their children. Like,
Unless if somebody gets mad and throws it.
Trend's controller
I'll come back
has
from the
been
fucking grave for
passed
that
down
shit, bro.
from centuries. And now it passes on down to you, Timmy.
bro, he's gonna get pissed. He's gonna get pissed, throw it at the wall, and I'm gonna come out of the fucking door and just choke him. From the depths of hell, I claw at thee.
That is a great visual. Yeah, Jacob, we're ready. We are ready, steady.
I'm also doing something else as well.
So you weren't really ready.
I was. Anyway.
Be readier.
Shut the fuck up! I was literally about to start speaking. You go, be readier.
Oh my god!
So you guys, last time in
I gotta
Dungeons and
piss.
Dragons.
My god.
All right.
I mean, earlier he said he needed to, he just didn't.
He literally didn't. He did say that to us.
True. Got too invested in Jacob Geller video, which understandable. I like his video.
Oh, meanwhile, now you can look at Big Gorilla. They sent the short.
Oh, gorilla.
Big gorilla.
Big gorilla.
You piss?
I forgot this.
So anyways, Eon Cav has a heart attack and dies.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to fucking kill him.
Beautiful. Yay! Music.
Close it.
Yeah, welcome to the shady alley, guys.
Music. Whoa.
Oh.
Shady.
Also, yes. Well, lovely to see you again, Luna. It's been a while, but lovely to have you.
Okay. So, last time in Dungeons and Dragons, the party had adventured, thanks to the help of Gorthadak and a ally of his, into the Shadowfell. Upon arrival in what appeared to be an abandoned camp, you had a conversation with one of the dead, learning information, gathering a map, seeing armor left on bodies. You ventured through the caves at the following of Orla, guiding you, trying to get through the caves of the following this map. There was trouble. Some of the Sorrow Sworn had been walking around and were blocking the path. Due to quick thinking, Sora was able to trap two of them in a stone box, and they quickly dealt with the other two and ran down the path, blocking it behind you. Afterwards, you
Thanks for the
went down
yellow
a
arrow
path,
throw.
went to the area where the supposed secondary camp would be. Felt a magical essence of an illusionary spell go up, immediately being met to with swords and crossbows. After which, brought into this quite cramped area, maybe only 100 feet in total, like 100 foot wide, 100 foot long area, filled with 60 people, all running around, some near the edge trying to slowly expand using spellcraft, others sharpening weapons, gathering materials, combining efforts, doing anything keeping themselves busy. And you had spoken with the elder here. It was at this time that, through conversation, it had been learned that the king of the Duran kingdom was an old ally of Eon Kath, Eowyn Slaughterer, who he had killed in his previous life, sending him here, and now Eowyn enforces his will intensely and has for the past couple hundred years. With a bit of tensity and strain in the man's voice, he allowed you all to sleep here for the night, and would go over possible plans on either to gain trust and to try and finally fight back against the kingdom. And we find you starting to lie down for your long rest, if there is anything you guys are wanting to say to each other.
There was also, like, right at the end, Basil had pulled out her orb.
Right. And also, Basil had then pulled out her scrying orb to try to find her children, and learned that Lily, the 16-year-old elf, was adorned in extremely dark, heavy plate mail in a large open room, standing next to a throne with a large Shadarkai sitting in a throne, and heavy skittering was heard within the room. You had also learned that those who wear the armor of the Duran kingdom may not always be doing it out of their own will. There seems to be some sort of mind manipulation spell imbued into the armor.
Yep.
So you say we're like just about to bed down for the night for a long
You were
rest?
like going to the edge wall to get out of the way, and are like we ended with you starting to do the long rest.
Okay.
Just imagine off in the corner, Basil's doing her thing with her orb.
Are we like, are we near each other, or are we in separate rooms?
No, it is one. It is an underground, 100-foot wide, 100-foot long dome pocket that is slowly being expanded at the edges.
Kenchi's gonna like essentially kind of snap out of the trance he was in after all the thoughts and feelings that were going through his head. Kind of like slowly looks around at everyone and where he is, like. What happened over the last 30 minutes? Or has it even been that long?
Oh, well, there was quite a bit that happened.
He kind of like rubs his head and apologies. I seem to have lost where I was for a moment there. Couldn't help but linger on. Never mind.
I
I need
mean,
rest.
it is completely fair. Those monsters we were dealing with were very out of the ordinary.
What monster?
Oh, the creatures that we encountered in the cave system beneath us.
Orla looks, goes, the Sorrow Sworn, you know, the things we were fighting in the cave?
Ah, right. Apologies again for my lapse in memory. I clearly need rest.
We all do. Just try not to lose your mind in this place. It's easier than you think.
No promises. Then he goes to lay down and pretty much immediately just conks out.
Kenji falls asleep. And unless anybody else has any other things they'd like to say, we...
Yep. Yeah, just going to sleep.
Alright. You all stressed, some more than others, some dealing with other things. I will say, actually, Orla will come up to Eon Koth.
He's just staring into nothing.
Orla walks up and kind of like sits down next to Eon Koth and goes, So, anything that needs to be spoken out loud away from the others as they try to sleep?
I'll get too loud.
Okay. Alright. Well,
Alright.
me and Raz are always here. I remember you talking about this. We...
Apparently Aowen is.
Yes. Obviously, things are not the best, you could say. But we have to do what we can with the information we have. And right now, all we have to go off of is he is a monster.
And they hold it against me. Like I knew this would happen.
I doubt they are holding it fully. I hope that it is purely because you were. I hope that it's just stress as you were close to them. Even if it was a while ago, even if it was you who killed him. They've been dealing with this for hundreds of years. I think it's right for them to be a little stressed when somebody knocks on their door and says that they know the tyrannical king. Don't hold it against yourself. I'm sure it'll just take some time to convince them. much as that's all we can really hope for. You get rest. I am going to speak with Raz.
Have fun with that.
Wish me luck. And she walks off and sits with Raz. And Raz is also like, you see him like partially drawing in the dirt and then like rubbing it out and then drawing more things. And like he's trying to figure something out, either as a distraction or planning. But you all make your way into a long night's rest. It's a little difficult at the beginning because of all the ruckus, though the ruckus is kept mostly quiet, but every now and again there is a slightly raised noise that maybe stirs some of you lighter sleepers up, but you all do get the long rest. You don't get the chance to sleep in before the one guy who had brought you in, who had challenged you with the sword, had walked over to all of you and kind of like snapping in front of all you to wake you up goes, hey,
What?
if you're truly trying to fight that monster, we have something for you. And leads you back into the one room with the elder sitting there, and he sits and says, okay, I'm choosing to trust you for now. It's been hard for a while, and we're going to see this as good grace, and that you all are going to help. Now, if we want to try and make an attack against this kingdom, we're going to need to thin their numbers in any possible way. To do that, we are going to need to destroy the control crystals. When it comes to controlling their army, the enchantments are baked entirely within the armor. But when it comes to controlling the monsters, it's not so simple. Outside of the kingdom, they erect enormous, magically infused crystals to bind a creature's will to a person, and as long as they are within a very large distance of this crystal, their control will remain over top any creature that they happen to command. But because the air is so effective in its range, they don't worry about overlap, which means that destroy one and you have effectively nullified about a 20-mile radius of handlers' control over their beasts. And they grow resentment against being controlled. They have just built one about 10 miles south from here, slowly bridging out from the kingdom. If they continue this, they will eventually overrun everywhere we try and hide. So, if you can destroy the crystal, and turn the creatures against their handlers. Then we would be more than happy to hear the aftermath. We'd be much more willing to trust you with more
And
guarded secrets.
how do we destroy these crystals?
Well, we've only ever been able to destroy one. Physical attacks can damage it, but they're so magically resonant that you're more likely to do damage with something more magical. Being as they're crystalline, something that can destroy objects, whatever you can think of, but physical attacks, even of enchanted weapons, prove mostly pointless.
Noted.
What does this crystal look like exactly?
They're never refined into special shapes, but they're artificially made through either forced labor or will of the king. Large, jagged, red crystal structures that, in turn, these crystal structures eventually grow to become these magically resonant. And then they place them and bind the creatures to them. But it's not going to be hard. It will be very apparent once you get there, as it will be most likely near the center, most likely guarded and very large and glowing red.
Alrighty.
Do you know how many crystals there are?
It'll be one large crystal that surveys an entire area. Typically, they are kept very heavily guarded due to their import. But with this latest construction, our scouts have determined they're getting slightly sloppy. At least this one seems more rushed than the previous. Could be because of the distance, we're not sure why.
Hmm.
And for the moment, you only require us to destroy this one that was built not far from here.
For now, yes.
Have you been able to destroy these crystals before?
Only once. That's when there was the singular survivor that was able to escape back to the king.
Hmm.
Well, I suppose we have no time to waste. I am ready once everyone else.
Did we get our long rest? Because I thought you said
Yes.
this happened. Okay.
Yeah, you did get your long rest, and then you
Okay.
got woken up. Like, you weren't able to really sleep in because your body wasn't able to naturally wake up because there was no light,
Mm.
but you
Oh
got woken
no.
up.
Yeah.
The man who's been blind for a couple hundred years. Oh, no.
Fuck.
Yes, I love sleeping on Hearthstone.
Hell yeah.
Does wonders for the back.
All right. The original man who brought you to this group goes, I will lead you into the general area, but as And please, take this as bluntly as you like. You're a bunch of gaggle fucks who stumbled their way into the Shadowfell in the middle of a war and are claiming to be a part of one side. Who's happy to have you, but we've been on the losing side every second, and we've had many spies.
You can save the preamble, show me the crystal.
I'm starting to like you. And eventually leads you to part of, not back out into the side cave. And you notice, like, as you're waking up, the area had maybe expanded about 20 feet, so it's now 120 by 120. So it's slightly larger. But he leads you out, and you all... he leads you into the connecting cave, which then he walks into a wall before, not because you had climbed up about 20 feet. He doesn't go to that 20-foot drop. He's maybe like another 30 feet behind that, and then just turns right and walks into the wall.
I follow, without question.
You walk
Yeah.
into the wall, and it is
Follow.
another illusion that leads into a direct upward slope.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
The slope, as it gradually climbs, eventually, after about 10 minutes of walking, slowly brings you to this more flat area covered in trees, and you come through the ground. And the man points out a specific tree that has a very large, almost purposely grown, enormous just knot in the tree. Like it's grown around something and twisted. He goes, "This is your marker for where this lies. As long as the other people don't know about this illusion, they will treat it like normal terrain. Meaning, if you don't believe if you believe this is real wood or real grass, you're gonna walk straight across it. But you know it's an illusion, so you can walk into it. Make sure the others don't learn that. Now, down that way, about 10 miles down, you're going to find the crystal. It should be a little obvious once you get close, as the crystal rises quite a bit higher than the walls they build around it. But the walls themselves typically have some form of guardsman watching, so be careful. Ground patrols, many things. I'm sure you'll have a fun surprise seeing the monstrosities they carry around.
All right, no time to waste.
All right. Well, I suppose if everyone is ready, we can go ahead with that.
Of course, Lady Shen.
Are we then?
You all slowly make your way. Reed and Zinc, like Reed staying completely silent, Zinc like just shaking violently.
See, one of those makes sense.
Reed, like you see Reed's just kind of like compartmentalizing just horrors
beyond his comprehension.
I mean, yeah, you go from fast food to the Shadowfell, I'd be fucked up too.
Kenji's just like, oh, that was me.
Can't you just like, oh shit, is that what I look like? Eventually, but you guys eventually start making your way across the land. If I could have people give me a survival check to see how well.
If you get lost, I'm blaming it on Orla.
I believe I gave Forest to be one of Orla's favored terrain. She has quite a few. Where is it?
Which dice set should I do? Granite countertop or mixed berry?
This is Orla's
berry.
favorite terrain, so you can't get
Mixed
lost.
berry.
Mixed berry.
Yeah, mixed.
Hell yeah! All right.
I'm trying to figure out what I want.
I feel like naming.
I have so many choices now.
I feel like naming the marbly one granite countertop doesn't make it sound very like appealing.
Nah, it sounds crunchy.
By the way, I
What
wanted to
about
be
marble?
I mean,
Marble.
he's basically our marble, but that like. Focus.
I'm trying.
Basically, yeah. No.
Focus.
I mean, it is marble, but like
he's
I also look at him like it looks like granite counter. Jingle jingle. It looks like granite countertop I've seen before, so I'm like, yeah, granite.
Granite.
Look, I got Subway Surfers. Come on.
Cool.
I also wanted to be known. Last IRL campaign I had with my family, I gave, because I have a set of dice that's red and black, and I gave, my nephew always likes using that set. He is an assassin rogue. He got 3 natural 20s with this dice.
Nice. You're gonna roll like shit with it.
God damn.
I know. So,
I got
Orla
18.
survival.
I was watching a video essay, and it's like the dude in front of the green screen kind of video essay, and partway through he goes. So, anyways, I was talking about.
I saw.
He just holds up Subway Surfers on his phone and just talking.
I saw one. It was a VR. It was a VR chat model where it was like the furry, and then it had a toggle to put like Subway Surfers and another like YouTube short
The
thing on the
fucking,
side.
like,
Oh my
Yeah.
The slime man.
Yeah, yeah, like the soap cutting and shit like that.
Not the soap
It
cutting.
pisses me off for no fucking reason.
No, okay.
It makes me
I-
upset
I-
just seeing
I-
them next to each other. Like, I can focus on just one thing, man.
I never understood like the putting shit in slime, like putting the tiny things in slime. I don't understand if it's like.
I
now,
think
if
it's like a
tiny
sensory
little-
thing. I
If it's
think.
like the tiny balls, I can understand like the tiny balls.
You heard it. Beer likes balls.
Yeah. Put that.
I can understand if they put the tiny white balls in slime, but like whenever it's like little fucking figures in like shapes and shit, I'm like, why?
Me with
And
one that
glitter.
has like plastic little bones in it. It's red.
Well, but that's blood slime, so it's dramatic.
It's got bones in it and little skulls.
But like, I never understood just the shapes in shit. It always pieced me off every time they ruined perfectly good slime and just went, "Up here's dustpan."
It's like the fucking
Like the
restaurants that make
glitter.
a perfectly beautiful burger, and then they're like, and then we're gonna cover it in cheese sauce. I'm like, why? How am I supposed to eat this?
Oh, by the
If
way,
you say fork and knife, I will be at your funeral.
Is that a burger bar founded by 2 people with a crazy dream?
That's like someone
bigger
like
burger should be wider, not taller.
I had someone that was like
Yes.
super upset because I like told them I was like, you could eat a donut with a fork. They're like, no, don't do it.
No!
And later I sent them a picture of like me eating a donut with a fork. I'm like, look, I did it.
No!
That's something- when I first ate ribs. Oh, this is one of my favorite fucking experiences. When I first ate
Lord.
ribs. When I first ate ribs, I pick it up, I start eating it like a normal fucking person, like a
Yes.
caveman pro magnum, like God intended. And as I'm doing that, my mom, my birth mother, goes, no, we use forks and knives. And I turned to the guy who made it, and I said, ribs are finger food, right? And he went, hell yeah, they are. I was like, my man.
Hell yeah,
My
dude.
man.
Jesus.
Hey, hey.
Ay, ay, ay. Yes, anyways. Back on track. I rolled a 7. Yippee!
Orla got a 26.
Yeah, that's my girl. That's fucking horrible.
I got an
Doing
18.
Ranger things.
I also want to say I want to show something real quick. I had to clean ice out of my ice cream freezer by literally taking a hammer to the shelves and floor and smashing it because it had built up.
Did you find a hammer?
Yeah, we have another fucking hammer. It has both its prongs. We originally had a hammer that was missing one of the hammer prongs.
Yeah.
Don't know how that happened.
Pointed out that it has both prongs means that there is a hammer out there that is missing one, if not two.
Yeah, I don't know. It just was missing. It was just missing one, and we just used it, and then it disappeared. And then I went into the office, and there was just another one sitting near the printer, and it was like, "Ooh, hammer! That's what I need."
Did you find the wrench?
I never found the wrench. I don't know what the fuck happened to the wrench. There was a wrench that was like this fucking big. It was like
Thanks
2
for that,
pounds.
Sierra.
Dude, there was one time in my freezer the fucking fan started leaking, so it fell down and like condensed into I want to say like that thick at its thickest.
Yeah, that's what it was doing in my freezer.
I should say that thick, probably that wide in total. And I got tasked with doing it. They're like, yeah, we've thrown a bunch of salt on it, and nothing's happening. I was like, I look to my left, I see the spike. I call it the spike. It's this giant metal fucking rod that we use to punch holes for the bales so we can put the wire through. I grab that and just.
Yeah. This was. I'm putting in general. This was the drain after I had used the hose to melt all of the ice. Foot for scale. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is the drain before I melted all of the ice. Foot for scale.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yep.
My arm was getting fucking worn out at having to smash constantly, and I had to use a broom and dustpan, and then the only container I had was one grocery bag. So I just had to dustpan it into the grocery bag because
you didn't save a box?
I was gonna say at least use a box.
No, I didn't have any boxes because I was running my ice cream, and all my ice cream is in plastic bags.
Not all of them?
Yes, the only thing's not in plastic is the novelties, and I already ran the novelties yesterday.
Go rob
I didn't know that. I thought you still had nobody's left.
Mom,
No!
Dad, please don't do this. Not at the dinner table.
But I had to put it in this bag and then ferry it the fucking 60, 70 feet to get to the room and dump it in that drain area. It fucking sucked.
Grocery could have given you a box.
I think we're gonna talk to grocery.
Tom Scotty, we'll give you a box.
They were both Scotty and not Bobby, fucking other guy who downstacks the trucks.
Wait,
Don.
what?
Don, yeah. Don and Scotty both saw me, and I was commenting, I have all this ice, and they're like, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's alright.
So where were we?
Anyway, sorry.
Yes. Where were we?
I got annoyed. I was getting annoyed at ice. Ice, baby. There was a 7, a 26,
I got an 18.
18. What'd you get, Ian?
21. Post self-imposed disadvantage for I feel obvious reasons. I'm not here right now mentally. 4. 3 plus 1. There's a 19 and a 3.
He a little angry.
Ooh.
I think it's depressed.
Depressed angry.
It's a whole fucking cocktail of emotions right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Dredge up your greatest regret from about 400 years ago.
Here you go.
Oh, people are mad at you because of it now.
Remember that thing you forgot about?
Oh, I never forgot.
Never forget. Never forget.
But no, the with Orla's guidance, slight higher pace, completely silent forest.
Hmm.
like wood silent. Like there is no ambiance happening right now. It is
There's
you
no
and
birds. There's
your
no rustling
Yeah.
of leaves.
Just
No.
the heartbeat in
No,
your
there's
whole
no
heartbeat in
wind,
your
there's-
ears.
Yeah,
Lovely.
like
the shadow
Not
film.
even like a
like,
distant scream.
No.
no,
No, just
Well, that's not terrifying at all. I feel like
eerie silence.
Also,
like
Just
at
you
one
and
I
your
feel like the
thoughts.
scream would be more comforting.
at one point Raz just goes, you know, I honestly miss having to hide from creatures. This is honestly worse.
Yeah.
is it normally this quiet?
Orla goes, no, it is not. It
I
is typically
figured.
way more dangerous, and you can't just nonchalantly walk throughout a forest.
Especially in the Shadowfell.
Yes.
Does this forest like look any different than like the usual like forest we would see like in the other
It
world?
looks like it looks kind of similar to just a normal forest, except the fact that everything is not really grayscale, more black scale. The dirt and ground and grass is like a very deep gray. The trees are like a out medium gray. The leaves maybe more of a black.
Okay.
Like
Monotone?
everything
Oh,
is
yeah.
dark.
I guess, yeah, I guess they wouldn't be green because they wouldn't have like everything needed to like photosynthesize.
like
So
passion.
they get their nutrients from like
And,
minerals.
and there is light,
So they look gray.
but you can't see the sun because there is cloud cover everywhere. It is always cloud, and they are like almost a sickly yellowish green.
You wanna know
Ew.
one of the things I thought about? Yonka has never seen a sunrise or sunset.
Oh man.
I was sitting there,
Oh.
I was like going through everything. I was like, oh, he's gonna be like
Right, because you gained your vision, and then you were just brought to the magic circle to go through.
yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh no.
Well, we know
Never
what we
seen-
have to do once we get back. Once we have the time.
His ass has never seen
Absolutely.
a sunset.
Absolutely.
I feel like he's just going to be immediately blinded by the sun.
I also
Silent
have never seen the
sinner.
sun.
The
Yeah,
word
Oh
of
my god,
God.
I was about to say, wait a minute. So like
Yeah.
that fucking haiku that Kenshi wrote about
like
fucking
I know what the sun
Basil's
is.
eyes, like
Mm.
Yonka doesn't really understand.
Yes.
Ooh.
But after maybe about hour and a half, 2 hours. Sorry, tiny black cat that always runs in here. She's locked to the other side of the house, and she always tries to break out. It always runs
Little
over here
skeepy.
and then sees. Yeah.
She wants to make friends.
Nah, she came in
No,
here and
she
ripped open
wants
a
to
fucking
steal our
bag of
food.
chips and started eating me out of it. She
Yes.
ripped it open like a fucking
I-
animal.
I got woken up in the middle of the night.
She is one.
I got
Yeah.
woken
I
up in the
know.
middle of the night because she was licking the ice cream off the bottom of a fucking bowl that I had sitting over there. I just hear her licking and the spoon clanking. I just hear dink 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 dink. It's like
Hey!
dink.
Hey,
shit,
fuck!
Don't leave ice cream out.
I got almost all the ice cream. There was just like slight bit at the bottom, but I'm groggy as I'm waking up, and I can't see her because she's a black fucking cat in the darkness of the room. Anyway,
Bowls on it.
but thanks to Orla and a few of the others, Ionkoth kind of having to like Raz is kind of staying behind Ionkoth to make sure he's keeping up.
Are we able to?
And Raz will.
Or well, no. You finish what you're saying first.
Raz goes, because I can't remember, because you weren't always blind, if I remember.
I was not always blind. I
Yeah.
believe, if I remember correctly, Raz and Orla are part of the post-blind group. I haven't dead set whether or not they were there before I was blind, but fuck it, they can be.
Okay, yeah. Well, Raz will just come and go, so, you enjoying looking at the Shadowfell in its fullest again? All these vibrant
I'd say-
colors.
I'd say I'd rather be dead, but
Touche.
I've had nightmares more cheery than this.
yeah.
Were you gonna say something, Audrey?
While we're walking, Basil at some point chirps up just, oh, while we're on our way to, take care of this crystal, I thought I should probably mention, before we went to bed down, I did quickly, just to check, I did use my crystal ball to see if I could get a glimpse at which of my children could possibly be around here. And I did learn something certainly interesting. It turns out Lily, the eldest, seems to be what I'm assuming controlled by some of the armor that they had mentioned previously. At whatever, what I would assume she was standing next to, someone in a throne of some kind. So I'm assuming that she must be directly serving who the person we're after, at least.
Yonka fully stops in his tracks, and it's like his body is fully tensed.
Well,
Is everything all right? What is the matter?
Orla pipes up and goes, as he said before, it wasn't the most pleasant end between them.
yes.
And not only that, but Mrs. Sherm, fortunately, there's a high likelihood we will have to fight your child. I understand Awen. I understand his tactics. He will not stray from that line.
Well, hold on. We might not have to. Raz, is there anything you might be able to do? I mean,
Drop a meteor on his skull, please.
oh, I'd love to, but the child might be in the way. If we want to get the child out of there, was the child wearing anything? The armor seems to be controlling people. Were they wearing armor?
I mean, that is what I stated, that they seem to be wearing the same kind of armor.
We would have to get a look at armor currently being worn. I'd have to take time to look at it to try and understand the enchantment. But if I can derive something to either undo it or a plan to remove the armor. We don't know how powerful this mind control might be. It could very well be as soon as the armor's off, they're themselves.
Let's just hope it's just that simple. I'm sure we'll figure something out. I'm sure everything will be okay, probably. Hopefully.
It will, Ladyship.
Let's just let's keep moving and see what we can see. And hopefully we can destroy this crystal and get back all in one piece. I am honestly not honestly a little offended at how little they trust us, but
You're telling me.
yes, I'm sorry. It's I almost feel like I've gotten a little soft after living out of the Shadowfell for so long.
Let's get to work, shall we?
Yes, let's go. Um, but after a like another half hour walking, you eventually start to hear distant voices. And people speaking far enough away that you cannot hear what it is they are saying.
It's you can hear them talking, but you can't hear
Yes.
the words.
Yeah.
But we don't see them yet.
No. There's like a slight hill, but you can tell that they are at least whatever they're quite far away. You can hear the voices, but they are as of currently you can't understand what the fuck is being said or what is happening.
Can I like just barely crest the hill, see if I can see anything?
Sorry, I'm also trying to get something set up on the side as well, something I've been meaning to do, and I didn't have time to do today because I had to stay at a fucking work. Anyway, but yeah, you all slowly crest the hill, and you see what looks like a very large encampment. There is one primary wall that is up about like 100 feet, and you currently see other people and monsters building a secondary wall. And past the first wall in your slight hill, you can see a massive like you can't see the bottom of it, but it is maybe sticking out another 60 feet from the top of the wall. And you guys are currently I'll say you're like 500 feet away. Like, let's say like you guys are maybe about like 800 feet away up on a hill, hearing just distant voices and seeing large, different kinds of creatures. You see this extremely tall, like lithe and thin, black-skinned creature with large curling horns, just palming these massive stones and putting them to help build up this wall. You see a like three-headed skeleton that has another person standing behind them in this dark-plated armor, but the skeleton is like commanding undead, and these undead are climbing up the wall and like connecting, like using magical items to seal the bricks together and put supporting things through the walls to fortify it. and they're currently in the process of building the secondary outer wall.
Shit.
Well,
but
believe
of-
that would be our destination.
But of some of the creatures, like the tall black creature you saw before, Orlo Raz and Eon Koth would all know that that is a Night Walker. And the skeleton you know is the Skull Lord. You also see this weird humanoid frog creature, all like humanoid, like arms, legs, body, grotesque head, known as a Banderhob. You see another giant creature that seems to have different souls of other creatures floating around it, that you know is a death giant.
Can we tell that it's just like there's just one armored person per monster? Like it's all just one handler and one monster, or are there also just like other armed guards around as well?
It seems like there is a mix of both. There is some where it definitely seems like there is one guard for one monster. Maybe some of the smaller ones you see like one guard commanding 3 or 4, and then there are some who don't have any handler, but you also see like sitting like against the wall on the outside between the first and second, between the first and where the second wall will be, there are cages with other monsters inside.
Jesus. Well, I don't think an open combat would be wise for this. There's far too many enemies down there.
I agree.
Is there? Can I tell if there's like any sort of like gaps in the patrols or some sort of like like buildings cover whether or like any sort of buildings, any sort of like natural cover that we could use for stealth?
There doesn't seem to be any sort of natural buildings. The most cover you might be able to get is trees, but there is a large cleared out area that seems to be where they're building this second wall. And you see like because the wall is maybe like half finished, it's maybe around like half of it, and where the wall is finished there you see like somebody leading some Sorrowsworn out, and you see them going and hacking away and starting to fell trees in front of the finished wall.
Well, now would be the perfect time to think of a plan of approach. I'm not sure all of us will be able to successfully sneak through.
Would there be any way we could go around it?
We're here to destroy the crystal.
Yeah, the crystal in the center. But...
Yes, but I mean get around to the other side to at least see if this is the bulk of them.
I mean, possibly.
Could send a few people out to scout. Those with the most natural ability remain stealthy. Just to see everything that we would be dealing with.
Reed just
you turn to Reed, yeah.
Everyone like
Everybody turns
towards
to Reed.
Reed.
Reed just slightly steps forward. And Orla goes, we could use Reed. He seems to be the more sneaky type. I could try, but I can't exactly say I'll be the best. I'm all right at it.
Well, shit, my stealth is +4. I just realized that. I could try too.
+0 disadvantage. I think I should go. It's easy. I'll just roll 2 natural 20s.
Yeah.
I'll just take off
Um,
all of my heavy armor.
Yeah, I need like 10 minutes to do this. Give me a sec.
I know I had a spell. I think in my 3 times of remaking this, I didn't select this spell for. I know I gave this spell to Raz, but I had to remake his fucking thing for 3 goddamn times. So, but Raz goes, I'm able to make people more stealthy. I can turn people invisible. But the fewer people, the better, as I'd like to save my bigger things for what we are about to deal with.
That is
I don't
fair.
see why we wouldn't need more than 2 people to scout. Could just be Reed and I.
Orla goes, no offense, but I've lived longer in the shadow of hell. I feel it might be better for me to.
Fair enough. No offense taken.
Immediately turns to Raz and goes, all right, do you think? And Raz will cast invisibility on both of them. He goes, remember, no attacking, no nothing, otherwise the invisibility will break. And you just hear Orla go, fuck you. And they will both make their stealth checks at advantage. Fuck, there that is.
Oh my god, that's kind of funny.
What?
See invisibility crumbles to the spell non-detection. Because it's divination, and non-detection specifically guards you from being perceived using divination magic. That's a really funny niche case. Anyways, I cast non-detection on myself.
Oh, well.
I haven't.
Reed gets a 28. And Orla. Remember how you said we're gonna roll shit with this dice? You're right, I got a 1. Glad it was an advantage, but that was a 3. Orla got an 11.
It's not particularly good.
No. 28 and 11. So, since they're not here, since Orla's an NPC and Reed isn't here for me to explain stuff.
Reed is also an NPC right now.
Yeah. While
much.
they are off exploring, what are you all saying to each other? You devising plan? What is happening?
I don't know. I feel like Kenshi would at least wait until the scouting party comes back, so that he has all the information possible. So I don't think he's gonna like plan anything.
Basil certainly has something she wants to do.
Oh,
Eon Kath.
Yes, this is sure.
She holds out her hand.
Fucking like cartoon fork and outlet hair backwards.
What do I have to roll for the future, Jacob? Unless you have something that you specifically have in mind.
I believe I did religion. I think I said either religion or history.
Does that mean I can choose?
Sure.
yippee!
Yay.
Yay!
Religion or history, religion or history. Mm-hmm. I'ma do religion. Which one? I'll do this one.
What would you say is, again, the ambient color that's going on here in Shadowfell? Like now that we're out of the cave system, kind of.
Grays, blacks.
I mean, Jacob did say that apparently, like,
Yeah.
what was it? Something else was like green?
Yeah.
The clouds in the sky are a like disgusting greenish yellow almost. Like the edges where it just separates into clouds higher up. Like the clouds just look black and gray, but then at the slight edges of them where there's just higher clouds blocking the sky, it's that putrid greenish yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 13, by the way.
13. And
Mhm.
you're trying to search. How far into his future are you searching?
I didn't know that I could customize how far. I think you just gave me whatever before.
Yeah, well, I think I should be, because if I just have it be random, then it's harder for me. So I should be asking you how far you're wanting to look and then having you roll. But I'll just accept that, and whatever you choose will, whatever you roll, you rolled, however far you choose, will affect whether that is successful.
Sorry.
I think I would check, like, maybe in...
Within the day, within the next couple of days.
I mean, I was partially... Well... I was partially seeing if I could get a glimpse at, like how this specific situation might go soon. But, I could just have a look to see how it's gonna be, like, in the next few days.
It's up to you.
Yeah, sure, I'll say, like, a day from now.
Day from now, his future day from now. You search through time using your connection to the god of knowledge, and make your way through the foggy vision. You're less seeing what's physically going to be, because right now Yonkath is so clouded in his mind of the information that he has learned, the things that he is now having to come to terms with again. You're just mainly getting a lot of feeling of, and correct me if I am wrong, mainly depression, May possibly slight aggression, resentment, some fear, and it's just a mixture of those stewing and stirring, and you're not really sure what might happen in the day, mainly just because his emotions are so intense that it is clouding whatever could possibly be, because it's kind of like it's a fire being held near a fuse. Any breeze might start the fuse, might start it to be lit, but it could also blow the flame out. There's multiple possibilities because it almost seems like he's teetering on some kind of edge with the intensity of everything he's feeling. So different things may happen. Some you feel good, some feel bad, but it's just a whole lot of intensity and not a lot of direct.
Interesting. I don't know. I feel like this is already what is currently now.
Yeah.
I don't know. This doesn't feel like the future, but
I'm not
Well-
going to magically get better without beating in Eowyn's face.
Hell yeah. But yeah. The reason why I asked earlier, like what's the ambient color, is because I just fucking realized, because I have these fucking LED light strip
I
things
saw you.
around.
yeah.
I was like, what's a sickly greenish yellow chartreuse? Okay, and I'll turn the brightness down. So, so I'll set it to wherever the fuck
Nice.
we are. But Kenshi kind of watches. So aside from like the glowing symbol on her chest, every time she does that, like as far as I can see, it's just like just that, and they're holding hands, have their eyes closed, and that's all I see, right?
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. After that is all done, Kenshi looks at and kind of tilting his head. It's like, I never did ask what it is you're doing there.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose I didn't fully explain that. Well, I have a special ability where I can get glimpses into people's future by doing my little divination practice.
Oh, fascinating.
Yes.
Whenever we have the time, would you mind if you did that to me? I'm curious.
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course. I would be happy to. Once the ability
you.
has recharged.
Yeah. Once
After
I
I've
take
taken
a
a
long
long
rest.
rest.
Yeah. Thank you, Lady Shen. And his feathers kind of like lightly poof up a little bit.
Oh, also, Eon Kath. I didn't really get much from that. Other than just what it seems like you are feeling now. Just feels as though there's many choices that will be made that are possibly to happen in the future. And it is all very clouded. I just want you to know that I am here for you, alright?
He gently squeezes her hand as like I appreciate this, but there's a lot of shit going on here. And just like, thank you.
She like squeezes back and then like, let's go, leaving a candy in his hand, of course.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting I fucking have one of those. I still haven't
Yeah.
eaten it.
I've officially restocked on my Basil's original.
Oh yeah, he sees her. He sees her hand him one of those, and he's like, right.
Oh shit!
Reaches into his pack and pops one in his mouth. Yay! Fucking forgiving. Have that. So let me eat it.
It's like a nice, rich, creamy caramel.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, unless we have anything else we want to talk about while they're gone doing their thing.
Yeah, I'm currently having to delete tokens that I've installed, that I've downloaded because I have too many. I'm trying to
Awesome.
install things.
So who all is going out to scout again?
It was Orla and Reed.
Mm-hmm.
Orla and Reed. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Nothing else.
Go ahead and make
Kenshi wants to say?
perception checks.
Oh, everybody?
Yes.
First get.
Skippies.
That's so cool. 6.
Perception.
Sorry,
19.
not 6. 8. I'm stupid. I got 8.
19.
17.
18.
18. Damn it.
You're all like starting to get a little bit nervous. With all of the with obviously just waiting for them, hoping they're okay. At one point, you like maybe saw a like group of these the Banderhobs, the frog-like creatures, kind of get sent over to an area, and one person seemed to like be distracted by something. And then, as you're looking out, Ian Koth, you kind of hear to your right, and you look, and then immediately like just dodge out of the way as Orla attempts to like smack you on the back. And she whiffs and she goes, "Ah, you bitch! I thought I would get that."
Out of practice.
We've been gone from the base for so long.
Well,
Anyway,
find anything fun.
well, shit, Reed did come back, right? And then, Reed just kind of taps her on the shoulder and appears, and she goes, "Fuck."
Practice there as well.
So, from what I could tell, the crystal seems to be on a raised platform of some kind. Inside, there was a cadaver collector. There was another giant Death Reaper, a few Banderhobs, another Nightwalker. There was several creatures in there. Things we would not like to fight right now, honestly.
Hmm.
But we know they're currently under effect of crystal. If we can destroy the crystal quickly, then we might not have to worry too much about a fight.
Fair point. Maybe what we have to do. Rush in, destroy the crystal, and let the monsters mop up everyone.
Yes.
Would be best.
Unless someone else has another plan.
I know they specifically said that, like, they've only been able to destroy it once, and I can't remember. Did they say it was through magical means, or was it that they just couldn't destroy it with regular, like, attacks?
They said they tried to hit it regularly, and it didn't. I mean, it damaged, but possibly not the greatest. But then it's the magical means that seem to actually do damage.
So I would be
Okay.
nearly useless in destroying the crystal.
Hmm.
I mean, killing the people might also sever their connection. Freeing a beast or two.
That is a fair point. If we kill a handler, perhaps that would free the monster as well. But whatever the plan, I suppose I would just run defense as best I can, while others focus on destroying the crystal.
Yes, I suppose so. I don't think I have anything really in my... I don't think I have anything specifically that would be able to aid in destroying this crystal, unless I used one of my, like, blade enhancing spells, but that's the most I can really do, at least. So I don't suppose anyone else has any kind of spells that would probably work very well for this.
Raz goes, I don't know the make of the crystal, but I'm sure I have something that can do damage.
Oh, you have something in mind?
Well, they need magical means. It's a crystal. I'm sure a magic missiles style of energy might do something. Possibly a shatter spell.
I believe I can help on that front as well.
Hmm?
And the question is, do we head straight and do we all focus the crystal, or do we have a few people aim for crystal while the others run defense?
I believe it may be wise that we have a couple people run defense while others focus on the crystal, considering I have no ability to use any sort of magic. I could, at the very least, protect those who do.
Now, are we throwing out our big guns first? Is another question.
What do you mean?
Well, I have some more damaging spells than others. So am I throwing out my biggest first to try and make a bigger dent? Or am I saving that in case things go sideways?
I think the sooner we destroy the crystal, the better our odds. The more that gets prolonged, the higher the likelihood we may not make it. So, yes, I think it would be wise to use the big guns, as you say, first.
All right.
Do you think it would be prudent to have a group to cause a distraction to try to distract them from the crystal, while another more magic-viced group could try to go at the crystal, while also some people could also be with that group in case they run into trouble? I'm not sure what kind of distraction we could cause, but
I'm just scared of
it is an
splitting the
idea.
party. There's a lot of people. There's a very large amount of people in there. It's scary.
Hmm.
And creatures that would definitely kill each other that are now working. I wouldn't say amicably, but they're working together.
It's certainly not ideal.
Though that is not a bad plan. If there's some way that at least one person could create some sort of distraction. Does anyone here know how to create illusions?
Rouse goes, I can, but let me see exactly which ones if he has illusion thing. I can make illusions, but small ones. I don't have anything bigger for illusion.
How far could the illusion be from you?
Very short, 30 feet. I only have a cantrip.
And how far in is our crystal?
I mean, from the back wall, it's only about 40 feet, but from the front entrance, it's maybe about 60.
Hmm.
Manageable.
Well, we certainly could just jump in and go just straight for the crystal to try to destroy it immediately. But like you said, there is a lot of creatures in there.
I believe it to be our best bet right now.
We could, at the very least, try to remain stealthy as much as possible, get as close as we can until we are noticed, and then we make the dash for it.
If we wanted, I could. I can't really get us. I could either get us all invisible, or using some powers of my staff, or I could have us all fly, get in there very fast.
And you think you would still be able to use your big guns if you were to do such a thing for everyone?
I would be able. I would just be using capabilities of my staff, allowing me to double the amount of targets. I can only do it once a day, so I like to save it. But I feel like this might be that once a day.
Add a character question. What's the movement rate for that flight? The
Fly
speed.
is 60 feet of flying speed.
It's about to say because I can fly as well, but it's still only 30 feet.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yunkas could also fly.
Yes, I have a broom.
Can't Zinx's cape
Oh, yeah.
also make her fly?
Oh yeah.
It can't?
It's slow
Huh?
fall, not flight.
I see.
Okay.
It is Legend of Zelda, a cuckoo above your head.
Oh god, I can hear it now. Ah! Hear it in my brain. Ah. Okay. As long as the flight the staff gives is faster than mine, than my natural ability to fly, I say that would be
Thing is,
a good plan.
I could make 6 of us fly and save my largest spell, or I could make 8 of us invisible, which would get all of us.
And still be able to use the spell.
Yes.
Hmm.
I mean, shit. Either way could work. Because
I mean,
two of us have the means to fly on our own.
I honestly
So,
like if we just all went invisible and then had the people that fly like kind of like scout ahead for like the best areas for us to try to sneak through that have like the less amount of people. Like people that are I mean, wait, if we're all invisible, we wouldn't be able to see each other.
Nope.
Fuck.
I didn't even think about that shit. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. We would have to be like walking while like all holding hands.
Yep. One hand on each shoulder.
To not
Just in
lose
a
track of
chain.
each other.
Yeah.
Doing the fucking conga.
I mean, yeah, we'd all have to make sure that we keep a hold of each other.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess like the people that are invisible that can fly get to like try to kind of get like a bird's eye view to like the best area to go through, but I don't know if there's like a way for them to be able to tell us like which way to go.
My only fear is,
If it drops.
well, the flight would last for about 10 minutes if I were to cast it. And Orla goes, and also, if we just had our flyers, the ones who can naturally fly, trying to do a scouting mission, we have a white bird on a black background, and a man covered in colorful, shiny armor.
Gotcha.
Aren't we still wearing our black cloaks or gray cloaks?
Yeah, we have cloaks over our stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you would have cloaks, but it would also be people in the sky. Sorry. You have the cloak, so Horley goes, would possibly be a little suspicious when there's just two people suddenly flying in the sky.
Oh, I mean, I was insinuating you make us all invisible and the ones that actually can physically just fly.
I see. So we have... So you're saying we have invisible people and people flying.
Possibly.
I haven't... Oh, shit.
What? What was it?
I meant to do a different thing. If we have about 10 minutes, I could give us something that would allow us to speak to each other in our heads. Let's go further down the mountain.
I'm intrigued.
And you have a slightly further down, like behind, and Raz, like sits down, pulls out his book from his cloak, and begins to ritually cast telepathic bond. So up to 8 willing creatures, which is literally everybody.
Nice.
Thankfully, none of you have an intelligence score of 2 or less. Because you have an intelligence score of 2 or less, the spell doesn't affect you.
Here, I don't know how to play this yet.
Damn.
Oh shit! You rolled 2 1s and 2 0s on your.
Hell yeah. Hell
Man, I can only re-roll 1s, but I got 0.
Yeah. Shit in Detroit. They gave me a D6 that's just a 0 through 5.
Treat a D10, but all the zeros is actually. There's the 2 D10s, one of them is in 10s, one of them is the singles. The 0 is just actually 0, but then the 10s is actually in 10s of damage.
Whoa.
Man.
So you roll trip zeros, it's not 100 damage.
I
I rolled triple zeros.
What the fuck?
Oh.
0 damage. Whiffs.
I just rolled 100. Holy! I did that as a joke, and I rolled triple zeros.
God
Oh,
damn. That's
wow.
awesome.
Sorry, had a little heart attack there. But no, anyway, but you all can now speak for the next hour. Can speak to each other telepathically, as long as you are in the same plane of existence, which you are.
So
And
if
you
we're like talk and like, do we have to specifically think to talk, or is it like we can hear each other's thoughts, or is it like we're specifically
Telepathic
trying
link
to
among
like?
up to 8 willing creatures of your choice within range, physically linking each creature to all the others for the duration. Targets can communicate telepathically through this bond, whether or not they have a common language. And it's available over any distance. So you basically willingly speak to the other people's mind, and you're speaking through your mind.
Okay.
So
I
it's
was
essentially
just
you're thinking at people. You don't have to say it out
Okay.
loud.
I was just curious if like Basil was like, oh, I really need to brush my hair when we get home. They wouldn't be able to hear that.
No, you have to specifically choose.
Trauma dumping in general chat.
It connects, and you just all feel dread and sorrow just immediately washing, like the emotions just like leak in or something.
Buddy, we love you, but like, leave it to the vent channel, please.
You're just taking you off.
Please keep it to the vent channel.
Please keep it. Please keep it in. I know your grandmother died, and it's a trying time, but please put it in hashtag vent.
Please, we don't want to tell you the rules again, please.
Everyone, I can't believe I have to make this fucking announcement. Please don't give birth in the general chat.
Oh my god.
And then that announcement has like 75 thumbs down.
I still love the like previous of I can't believe I have to make this fucking announcement.
Raz, Chris the telepathic bond goes, all right, are we wanting to head in now?
Better now than never, I suppose.
The wall's only gonna get more built the more we wait.
Right, well, let's move quickly. Holds out his staff, channels a higher level invisibility through it, and then as he twists the staff, and the end where the like ball that is the spellcasting focus, the main spellcasting focus is, as he twists it, there's almost like a crack that forms, and he moves it out slightly, and there's now 2 of the focuses, and invisibility shoots onto everybody.
So, are we all like holding hands to make sure that we like keep track of each other, or like?
If you would like to all be holding hands.
I mean, otherwise we could possibly run into each other, I feel like, which would not particularly be good.
It's kind of difficult to lead a group when no one can see anyone.
I mean, yeah, but...
Well, even Kuth, if you focus.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do still have the 10 feet of blind sight.
Yes.
True.
You do also have the blind sight, so you can see them.
Yes.
Technically, you hear them.
Well, damn.
Yes.
I completely forgot about that. Yeah, shit.
That's
Blind-
very
I
interesting.
took
You just
blind
have
fighting
better
for my-
sight now. It's just better.
I mean, if you put the blindfold back on, you go back to 30.
It goes back to 30, correct.
He has sight 2.
Oh yeah? If sex is so good, why haven't they made a sec 2? Stay
Life
virgin.
in Kirby Air Riders exists.
But you all make your way through. Yodkoth and Kenshi, do you two take to the skies and begin to scout?
I think Kenshi will. Kenshi will
Yodkoth,
Take-
you staying with the
take
group,
flight.
or smoking in the corner? Give him a moment.
As we turn invisible, Basil just like instinctual because like everyone just kind of disappears. She just kind of grabs the hand of whoever's closest to her.
It's Zinc. Zinc just kind of looks up in your direction. You just hear in your mind, "This shit's crazy, man."
I love that.
don't
That's
really
what
know
you
what-
default to. That's what you said last time for her as well.
I don't really know what's going on, but I got a punch of crystal.
Yes. Don't you worry, I'll be all right.
All right. You just hear you hear her thinking about drinking her monster. You like in the mind, you just hear that.
Are you
Please
thinking
mute
about
yourself.
gulping?
Please mute when you're eating or
what?
drinking.
I can audibly hear your gulping. Are you thinking the word gulp?
You have no proof that I am doing that.
Oh my fucking
You're
god.
the only one
It-
here with me.
Yeah, but we have the mind link. It could be
Your voice still
anybody
sounds
else.
the same.
No,
It's like you're just reading out the word gulp repeatedly.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, okay, I'm moving. And just begins to kind of drag the group if they're all holding hands. Last call.
Oh, yeah, I'll go.
Okay, Yonkath and Kenshi, go ahead and give me perception checks.
Just those two?
Just those two, because they're up in the sky scouting, right?
Alright.
16.
I will also say, because you're up high and you're not trying to hide because you are invisible, I will say you have advantage because you have a very good vantage point as well.
Advantage.
Good?
There's just something funny was said, you know?
Alright. That's a 22 now.
Nice!
19.
19. You are all keeping a close eye of the guards and the people either kiting around basic undead, the more dangerous creatures. You see, for every person that is controlling at least one creature, there is another two that are not. And there's maybe about 80 people in this camp.
God. Damn! Okay.
But it is a very wide open area. So it's not like they're densely packed in. So because you guys rolled so high, the group gets advantage for their stealth from invisibility, but then everybody who is stealthing will also get an extra, I'll say, it was a 22 and a 19. So the average is slightly above 20, so I will say everybody gets a +5 to their stealth in addition because of the help of Orla communicating where they are, bringing the group up, and guys being like, okay, we see, this person's about to come out, don't go yet, okay, go now.
Okay.
You basically just have a recon aircraft in the sky, just relaying info.
Yes.
The party has a fucking AWACS
Essentially.
Flying
Guys.
from the UAV.
So Orla.
Remember hunting down UAVs with like
Yeah.
a spite-filled passion. Anytime it went, I would always run an LMG and a rocket launcher that could lock on. The moment I hear UAV, it's
Yep.
I remember there was one.
The
It
sting
was
is
like
coming up.
it was like the latest Call of Duty or something. It was either Call of Duty or it might have been a Battlefield. There was like a plane or helicopter or something. I think it was a Battlefield. There was a helicopter or plane that was causing a lot of fucking annoyance, and this dude pulls out his Stinger, locks on, and launches. And as he launches and pulls it down, there is 3 other Stinger rockets going for the same crowd. Everybody wanted him dead.
one of my favorite fun facts is in Modern Warfare 3, on a specific map, you can shoot down a nuke because it is a physical entity.
Yes.
It's dude, it was so funny, and you
Austin,
have
your
to be
face.
so quick on it because
don't remember
otherwise the
that.
missile. It's on Underpass in Modern Warfare 3. You have to go to the top right corner of the map when the nuke is called in, and you have to lock onto it within 2 seconds because otherwise the travel time for the travel time for the missile is too great, and it will the nuke will go off. But I remember the fucking good old days. The guy's like, yes, I got a nuke, and like it's going, and then just in the top right corner, nuke destroyed.
What?
What? The entire lobby is like fucking exploding. Like, what the fuck's going on? There's the one dude who pulled it off just laughing.
Like, yes. Oh my god.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
God.
So you said we're rolling for stealth though?
Yeah,
Stealth
stealth
plus
advantage
5.
+5. You have advantage because you're invisible and a +5 because of the help from the other 2.
How does that work with the heavy armor?
If heavy armor, then it's just a straight roll,
Flat roll.
Okay.
But you get a +5 at least.
but you get a +5.
Mhm.
So Orla gets 13 + 8 + 5.
13 plus 13, 26.
Raz.
Oh, we're all stealth rolling.
Well, you guys aren't too worried about stealth because the main part of the stealth is getting through the crowd
Oh yeah, you're right.
and
You're
sneaking around.
literally
You guys are
flying.
just up in the fucking sky. You guys are like hundreds of feet in the air.
I got 14.
Oh, yeah. 14. Raz got an 18. Reed is going to fucking blast off into. Oh yeah, Reed fucking soars. 19 plus 18.
37.
God.
So
Damn.
Reed gets a 37.
Damn.
Damn, boy.
I now have to roll for Zinc.
Can't wait to see how that goes.
stealth. Zinc got a dirty 20.
Ooh,
Okay.
Nice.
25.
All right. So the lowest was Raz and Basil with a 14 and an 18. But pretty good otherwise. Oh right, I forgot Zig has a fucking 28. Shit's.
She goes, a what?
Zinc has a 28 passive perception.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
She
I
I
sees
saw
that.
28. I was like, and what?
Because she has a plus 13 perception, has a 5. She has a plus 13 perception and has observant.
Yes.
She's
Ooh,
She's
just
fucking
wired
insane.
on energy drinks.
Yeah. But you are able to successfully sneak around and sneak into the designated area. Like, you first are going through this like at first it's the massive area filled with my brain doesn't fucking work. Like like first you just see massive amounts of people walking around, creatures looking around, following orders, moving materials. You see like a few people off to the side that are just eating, and the creatures are just kind of standing nearby as they are eating. Um, there's a few of the soldiers that are just kind of chatting. One of them just goes, like a few of them are chatting, but there are also a lot of the soldiers that are just completely silent. But two of the soldiers that are actually talking go, you know, wondering when this resistance is just going to shrivel up and die. Because I mean, they lost their leader. Everything, we've got this crystal set. What the hell do you think they're going to be able to do? I mean, I may not like it fully, but submit to the knee of Mr. Slaughtering, and life's a little better, especially if you get in the higher circles. And Chris goes, yeah, honestly, he's alright. I mean, it was a little rough in the first 100 years, but I made a few quick friends, and I've been sailing easy.
Then the crystal shatters.
These men
But
are
you
scum.
You all do eventually make your way into the center of the camp where the crystal lies.
Mm.
Hmm.
Oh my god, there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff.
Damn.
Oh god. Oh god.
Okay.
So you all are going to be down in this area.
Okay.
You'll never believe it. It's a tiger.
Rawr.
Rawr!
Rawr.
Marilyn Monroe!
Fuck am I hearing?
Have you not seen the fucking sillyism video?
That's
Hold
on.
so funny. You should totally pull it up.
It makes me think of that this fucking dirty fucking random ass fucking alien during the pod racing scene in Star Wars Episode 1. Episode Boba like fucking sabotages the pod racer. The alien just goes "Rawr!" and it fucking explodes.
I can't find the original video that has Marilyn Monroe, but
Marilyn
this
Monroe.
it's this specific guy. It's another one by this guy because he just goes "Rah, rah," but at one point he goes home and he has a shirt that has it's the Marilyn Monroe picture where she's pushing the dress down, but it's a dinosaur head, and he goes Marilyn Monroe. But you are all in this area. What is it are you guys wanting to do? Are you wishing to fan out? Because you all, I'll say, actually, Orla goes, right, we're in here.
What?
What the fuck are we doing?
Can you speak into our minds a little louder, please?
I'm sorry, I'm just a little stressed. Even speaking into my mind, I feel I'm going a little too loud.
It's all right. Don't worry.
I'm about 10 seconds away from punching the shard.
Raz just goes, leave me and the elf man to deal with that. You go punch another person and possibly free the creatures.
So who can
We
we
could,
entrust with trying to take care of the crystal?
I can. There's the wizard.
You understand I can just smite it, right?
Yes, We also don't know how well that's going to damage it. We know most physical things.
We could try to get inside the inner wall. Oh wait, no, that's on a that's on a raised platform, right?
Yeah, it is in a it's on a raised
Okay.
platform. It's maybe like the raised platform is maybe about 20 feet tall. The outer wall is 120 feet, and this was sticking 60 feet higher. So this is about a 160-foot tall crystal.
And what do
Mm-hmm.
these guys look like?
Yeah, these little fellas.
Like that.
Oh.
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 Why the long
Okay.
face, bro?
We're
Oh.
dealing with aberrations. Nothing's going to look good.
Yeah. We could at least have everyone that is ready to strike the crystal to strike it at the same time, right against the crystal, possibly, and then be prepared to defend ourselves.
I could, before we start, I could try and cast a sleep spell to try to put some of them to sleep. So we at least have some to not have to worry about dealing with for the moment.
Perhaps the two that are standing in front of the crystal.
If we do that, I'd like to do it all at the same time.
It's understandable.
Possibly get the jump on all of them.
That would be best.
That is understandable.
Hopefully, we can destroy the crystal in one decisive strike.
With how large and intensely magical I am getting, we'd be lucky to get it halfway in one strike.
Then we must act fast.
Why don't we all just full focus at once as hard as we can to see if we can just shatter it immediately?
I mean, we can try.
We could
We might all
certainly
get
try.
jumped and stopped into the floor.
At least be next to each other during it.
True, true.
We could have those with really powerful magical spells try to use that on the crystal immediately while we try to take care of some of the handlers, possibly.
True. Could try that as well.
What are your thoughts on that?
Everything's worth a try.
At the very least, we all strike the crystal at the same time, and then those of us who aren't magically inclined can then focus our attention on the enemies around, starting with the handlers.
This is true. Do we really want to just go in and just go hard on the crystal immediately?
Do we want to spread out, or do we want to just rush it?
I say we should stay together as much as we can. If we split up, could easily become one versus many.
Overwhelmed.
And overwhelmed. I say we stick together. We strike fast and true on the crystal. Then the casters continue their focus on the crystals, while the rest of us focus on handlers and on defending the caster.
Raz just kind of like, you can't see, but he steps forward into this area.
You can't see
Like,
it, but
between you can't see it, but he just goes, I'm stepping forward into this area.
I'm gonna scoot along on my broom and like hover there.
Kenchi's gonna fly up to this little corner here.
I would like Eonkoth and Kenshi to both make me stealth checks while moving.
Fair.
At advantage?
At advantage because you're invisible still. But since you move such a large distance in the time, we're just going to take a few steps.
14.
15.
My man.
Let's see. They're not actively searching for you, so it's passive perception. Okay. Immediately
Was that with or without the +5?
without the +5.
Okay. So 15.
Yeah. So the two creatures standing on the stairs don't seem to notice. However, the giant Death Reaper standing to the side immediately kind of looks over at you, and you see the two skeleton lords standing over here also turn and begin to step forward. As soon as that happens, Raz goes, better now than never, and Raz is going to kick it off by shooting Disintegrate at the crystal.
Oh boy!
So everybody select your token and roll initiative.
Boy!
Well, damn.
Yay.
God, fuck my life. There we go. I keep rolling
Fuck your
low.
life.
I keep fucking rolling low on initiative.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Oh, Nelly.
Wow.
I saw that. Oh, God. What the fuck?
Mr. DM, I do not exist.
You have to drag your thing on yourself. If I drag it,
don't know
if I
Oh, did that one get cocked?
I know, it looked like it got cocked. You have it where you see it, your character sheet, click and drag it, and your token will appear for you to be able to control it.
Ooh, Jesus.
Oh, that's how you do that.
Yes, very good.
Alright, I'll be right back while we get the rolls.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and everybody go ahead and take your bathroom breaks or any quick breaks you may need.
Alrighty.
I have a feeling you're going to be doing initiative for a bit.
Well, I'm just doing it. I color coded them so that way everything in the same color is just going to go at the same time.
Okay. Oh, alright. I'll be back.
You also write down health. Dude, some of the names and things these creatures can do is fucking crazy. Shadowfell monsters are fun.
God, I love the Shadowfell.
I know, Eonkoth's digging it. I can't wait until you get to fight that monster. How you doing over there,
Me?
Mr. Trent? Yes.
Living the dream.
It sounds it. You sound so happy to exist.
I'm tired. I opened today, brother, and I didn't get a power nap in when I came home. That was my mistake.
I'll say, are you on 20 hours of sleep again?
20 hours of sleep, he wishes.
20 hours of consciousness.
That's what I meant.
We are pushing it right now. We're pushing 20 hours of consciousness.
All right, I also need to roll these things. Where are they? 12 and 4. Cool. Like, man, it's silent. It's because I never opened Audrey's music thing.
Wow.
Oh, I've just been sitting in silence for the immersion.
Understandable.
Oh fuck.
That was a bold-faced lie. It was because I couldn't decide on music.
Excuse me. Question.
Answer.
Because we are right next to this giant fucking glowing red crystal, I'm guessing the environment around us is also.
Oh, it's like overcast light. It's not like dark, extremely darkness here. Like it is the same lighting as if it was overcast in the day. So there's just like a general light. The light next to you is brighter because there's this massive glowing crystal, but it doesn't give off like a large area of light.
It's not really giving off like an ambient red glow.
No, like within your range, you're maybe having a slight red glow to you, like on the edges, but that's like closest to it. But other than that, there's no extra.
Okay. Guess I'll stick with being in chartreuse green. Fucking.
I mean, if you want to change it to be red, you can.
Nah.
Unless you just enjoy being in the bog.
I live for the bog. Bog creature.
Begone, bog creature.
No.
All right. So first, I need to roll the damage of disintegrate, which is 10d6.
Damn.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10d6 plus 40, right? Yes.
Goddamn. All right.
It's disintegrate, my brother.
I mean, yeah. Fair.
10, 20, 32 for 72 points of force damage,
Nice.
which the crystal is weak to. So that's 72 turns to 148. Math. Jesus, math in my brain does not work. All right, like part of it immediately melts off as this happens. And with that, it is Reed's turn. Who wants to control Reed this combat?
I'll pass.
Okay, I guess I'll do it.
I think
Reed-
you might be better in your hands.
Reed's just gonna run up and stab this guy right in the face.
Damn!
Fucking-
I mean, what else is Reed gonna do?
Read.
So
He'll read.
you're in a surprise round right now. So Reed is going to use their katana. Going to get a 22, which will hit. Let's see how much damage they do. Oh! Because it's faster to do it that way.
Yeah.
33 plus 28. 53 plus 8. Brain. It's 61? 61.
You said 53 plus 8?
Yes, 61.
Yeah.
Alrighty. More math. Jesus Christ.
Math be mathin' right now.
I know. Heavy slash against this guy. Still standing, but very, very hurt. The range of the soul token thing is... Oh, he didn't put it in here because he has it. I guess he opens it on his own screen. Well, I just won't use that then. Because I don't know how it works.
Best.
So, Sora, it is now your turn.
Okay. Pop up a little bit. And... guess immediate 5th level shatter on the crystal.
All right, just purely targeting the crystal.
Actually, right? Would I be able to get like both these guys in it too if I do it like close by?
Yeah, you can hit both of those guys and miss Yonkath and Kenshi.
All right.
All
The
right.
crystal and both of them.
All right, and that's a con save. They are not good at. They both rolled a 7 plus 2. So they fail.
Lamau.
So 14 plus 8 math. 22. They both take 22 points of damage. As well, the crystal will take 44 points of damage. As the thunderous resonating of the shatter in the area racks through, causing part of the, like, it's also partially starting to ring in the air as this echoes out, and the force like pushes through the two Bodaks standing in front. With that ending, Kenshi, it is your turn. Sorry, bonus action. I keep forgetting you have spell driver.
Not only spell driver, but oh wait, yeah, I do have spell driver. Forgetting I have that. No, I can't do spell driver, but I will do quicken spell.
All right.
Ooh, I don't remember what my other thing was.
If you do a quicken spell, you can only cast a level with spell driver. You would only be able to cast a level 2 spell. But you can cast any spell that usually is an action as a bonus action. But only of second level or lower.
Right.
You could always just shatter again.
Don't tempt me. Actually, could I? Hold on, I gotta do math.
That's dangerous.
I know, coming from me as well.
Hang on, I
How
got.
close would I have to be to these guys? I'm gonna step one more forward. And on the two people up top, because that is 30 feet away,
Okay.
do Rhymes Binding Ice.
Alrighty. They have to make a con. What is that? 30-foot cone. Each creature in that. So you use a 30-foot cone from you. Barely
Yep.
hitting both of them, yes. Another Constitution saving throw. Let's see how well they do again.
Yeah.
Both of them actually succeed. 15 and a
Damn.
16.
That's
Damn.
unfortunate for us.
They still take half damage,
Frack.
I think.
Frack.
Wait, do they?
Wait.
I was just hoping that they would fail.
On a failed save, a creature takes 3 to 8 cold damage and is hindered in ice for 1 minute, or until another creature which it uses the action. A creature hindered, speed 0. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't hindered. So they still take half 3 to
Okay,
8.
still take half
ice.
damage.
Yeah, they still take half damage.
Nope.
17. So they each take 8 damage.
I do not use. Wait.
Alrighty. Now you ending your turn? I just need to start asking that. Is that the end of your turn?
Excuse me.
Bless
Yep.
you.
Yes, that is the end of my turn. I do have one question. Would I use Spell Driver for that, or would I have used Quicken Spell? Was Spell
You have to
Driver
use both.
alone done that?
No. Spell Driver just allows you to cast another. Typically, you can only cast one leveled spell in a round, which means you can cast a leveled spell and then any non-leveled spell that costs a bonus action of time, so a cantrip. Quicken spell allows you to turn a spell that costs a time of one action into a time of one bonus action, which means
Okay.
you're able to use spell driver allows you to cast 2 leveled spells. If one of them is above 3rd level, then the second one has to be 2nd level or lower. So you would have to. So quicken spell just means you can cast any of your spells at the cost of sorcery points twice, essentially. But the second one has to be at 2nd level or lower.
Got it. Got it now. That is the end.
With that, Kenshi, it is your turn.
Okay.
Kenji, fuck shit up.
I shall.
Kenshi, stab.
Can't you get him? Sick him!
Get him, son. Actually, what I'm gonna do. I think I just want to shoot. I think I want to shoot the closest handler to me. With my
Alright.
bow.
Want to use your bow?
My bow. Can I tell if the armor they're wearing is like heavy armor or what?
It seems heavy armor, yeah.
Okay.
Like full plate mail.
Because I may. I've yet to use sharpshooter. Get that bonus damage.
Yeah.
Don't know if this would be the good time to do it.
I mean, you have advantage. You have advantage because it's sneak attack, or because it's surprise round. Sorry, it's surprise round. So you have advantage on all strikes.
So in that case, I will indeed. Well, actually, is this? I don't think this is a. I don't think.
I just said
a bonus action.
no. Sharpshooter. So how sharpshooter works is
Yeah.
you just say this attack is a sharpshooter, which means it's a -5 to hit, but plus 10
Plus
damage
10 to
if you hit. You can just choose to do sharpshooter or not. It doesn't cost anything to do.
You just have to declare it before the roll.
I thought
Yes.
so. Okay. So I'm
you
gonna have these 3 shots at this fella.
All
to
3
be-
at the red. Okay.
yeah, the red to be with sharpshooter.
All right. So make your 3 rolls. And because your bow is +8, you're technically only adding 3.
That's a lot easier. The first one's a 16.
16 will miss.
Ooh, 21.
That one will hit. And you're rolling is at
And-
advantage too.
Oh, that's right. That is an advantage. Okay, so that. So,
So
yeah,
the
that is
first-
that
so
advantage. the first
so
one
the-
hits.
The first one hits with the 21.
Okay. Shit. That is a 22.
The second one will hit, but is that the first or second roll?
That's the first roll of the second.
Okay, roll the second one just to see if it's a crit.
Yeah, the first roll was better. I got
Okay. So 2 hits so far, and then your third attack.
That's a nat 20.
A natural 20.
God
Okay.
damn. Ooh, this would be
You
interesting.
up, didn't you?
So, first, first I'll just do 80 damage to the dude. Or 30 damage. 30 damage. Sorry. And then roll 2d8 and add 8.
Okay.
And for the 2 regular attacks,
Okay, so
2d8 and add 8.
and add 8. So that. Plus 8. Those 2 attacks do a total of 13.
13, and then roll 1d8, double that dice, and then add 4.
1d8. Oh! Oh! Double it, and he said add how much?
4.
That third one is 16.
16. All right. You immediately, the 3 arrows shunk like right between the plates, part of the knee, into the side, into the shoulder. Still standing, but quite hurt.
And are we all
Ooh.
still invisible?
And as the attacks happen, you uninvisible.
Ah, okay. As we attack?
Later it does.
As you attack, yes, the invisibility comes up.
Or cast spell.
Or cast spell.
Mm.
So Raz cast disintegrate, and he went uninvisible, shooting this beam of disintegrating enemies.
Forgot to add that. Methinks action surge. No, do it
All right.
again.
Understandable. Are these 3 also going to be sharpshooter?
You know it.
All right.
So let's see what I got.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, that's a 11.
Advantage because surprise.
Right. Oh, that's worse. Okay, never mind.
All right, the 11 will miss.
That's 11 again. Jesus Christ. And goddamn, that's worse.
Wow.
My face when playing a ranged fighter is just a better ranger.
That's a 16.
16 will miss.
And
I'm sorry,
that's- And that's worse.
Yes. So unfortunately the next 3 attacks
Whiff.
go wide and all whiff right past.
God
Damn.
damn it, dude.
This is embarrassing.
There's a long-standing joke in the D&D community where if you want to play a good ranger, you got to play a dex fighter. That's it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it seems to be working.
At first it was.
Me at first.
At first.
The highs and lows of playing a martial class.
Mhm.
Any bonus action or movement you would like to do?
For movement, I will fly back down. Do I want to do that? Actually, I will fly down to like here-ish.
All right.
And stand at the ready, I guess.
All
Katana.
right. Basil, it is your turn.
Well, shit.
It's not what she actually says, but.
Okay, I was about to say, lady, turn. I'm surprised.
Yeah, she's like
What
super
foul
prim and proper,
language?
but then in her head she's just cursing like a sailor.
Shit, fuck. God damn it.
Nah, in her brain, she's just like,
What's another word
Motherfucking
for
children.
what's another word for a curse word that I can use for this?
Fudge.
Fudge.
Frick.
The one time she's like
Ah,
on a
dang it.
nerve and she just says, it's like she just snaps and goes, "Shut the fuck up!" And everybody's like,
the day that happens, you should be very afraid.
I was at work today and okay, mom, older child, smaller child, and cart. Older child starts like going with the cart, and the mom wheels around and goes, "No, no, no! This is not that kind of store." And I felt like I hurt her, and I was running the register. Dude, I was like, "Buy that."
Just like,
Like,
Okay.
no, not this kind of store. We saved that for Dollar General.
Walmart behavior.
"That's a Walmart thing."
We do not
Oh
do that
my
in the fine
God.
establishment of Aldi.
Right.
oh my god.
Mrs. Sharon, what is your turn?
Yes, what are you doing?
I'm working on it.
Hi, you rhyme, Mrs. Sharon. What is your turn?
Okay.
I have good gremlin laughs.
Are we doing the
Wow,
Beavis and Butthead laugh now?
Never watched Beavis and Butthead.
I've only seen clips that my father has shown.
I remember my dad talking about that. How old do you
Shut
feel
it,
now?
Davis.
Oh fuck! I guess I am the oldest one in the call. Yeah, dude, you gotta do the thing.
I am the great Cornholio. I need titty for my bunghole. Titty for my bunghole.
Fuck.
I am the great Cornholio.
Yay! Okay,
Okay.
someone here gets it at least. Yippee!
You're welcome. I'm
Mhm.
glad my existence is able to be beneficial to you.
Making me feel a little less old.
It's okay, Gramps. Now let's get you back in your home.
Shut the fuck.
How's your back pain working for you?
Not great, actually.
What you thinking about doing?
Possibly trying to cast sleep on my way over there or something. I don't know.
Just understand that the sleep goes based off health of a
Mhm.
creature,
It hits the highest.
and it
health
hits the
first, I think?
highest health first. So if
Mm.
you go to target a creature with sleep and you do not go past its current health, then it is unaffected.
Alrighty.
means-
I'll take that as a warning.
I'm just saying, if you're going to cast it on something that probably has more health, you're either going to want it to be damaged or target already damaged things or weaker things.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty
There's another fucking reference I just made that dated me. God damn it.
then.
Ah!
What? I didn't realize you could do that. That's very interesting.
How did you do that? What the fuck?
Yeah,
is
I
that?
forget how to do that.
I did it with. I was holding.
Oh, you right
Yeah,
click while
right
doing
clicked.
it.
Yeah.
Son of a
Isn't
bitch.
that
It's
interesting?
It's been that
That's
easy this
very-
whole time.
Jacob! Oh my god!
Yo. Let's go.
Okay. That's actually very interesting. Okay. Okay.
I realize
then.
I've been muted for the past 5 minutes.
Oh
a
no!
nerd.
Oh my god, no.
I haven't said anything, but I did look over and I saw the light turn off, and I was like, oh, well, okay.
Oh.
Okay. Alright.
My man.
I was over there and I'm like, I hope he's not making the pinwheel of friendship. Oh no, it's balls. I'll help.
Oh, it's just balls. This is just balls.
Listen, I'm immature, not racist.
Oh my lord.
Thank goodness.
Thank God.
just don't ask what my ancestors were up to during World War II, okay? I am German.
Oh shit, and I'm Italian. Yeah, don't ask me that question either.
Yo, we just need.
Kid, we were already in America.
Yo, we just. need
Austin.
We just need somebody who's Japanese, and we got the fucking allied.
The trifecta.
Oh my lord.
It's like,
allied.
Wait, no, I'm pretty sure
I never remember which one is allied and which one is Axis. I never
Japan,
remember.
Germany, and Italy for a while, and then
Well, I can't remember because one of them. I know America. There's the America version.
We're the allies.
We're the allies. They're the Axis. I couldn't remember. I
Yes.
don't know why I always got them mixed.
Alright, I move here and I'll cast bless on both Kenshi, me, and Sora.
All right, you are concentrating, and all
There's
three
a
of
reminder
you
what that does.
are blessed. So you get a D4 on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yes, do not forget your D4.
okay. Well, I mean, as long as you have that
Then
symbol
there's
on my
the-
token, then yeah.
The
Yes.
meme of like the leader of Germany wants them to have the strongest army they can, and then it's like, we're doing a sequel. We're backed by popular demand.
Oh, my favorite one was the CIA the moment Kennedy Jr. gets into power. We're doing a sequel.
We're backed by popular demand. Raz. Now I can never remember. He did start this off by using his action for disintegrate.
Yes,
I'm assuming he does not get another action.
correct. That would be broken
Yes.
because disintegrate.
Yeah.
Ash, die.
So he just has his bonus action, which he can do fuck all.
Get closer, I guess.
Oh.
So
Crash
you know,
needs
yeah,
Spellcraft,
he's
God.
just
cuck.
I was picking my nails and I just hear cuck.
Good God.
he's just gonna move like slightly up the stairs. And is just going to end his turn there. Orla is going to see you shooting at the other person and is going to follow up my fucking thing.
Say, help me finish this bitch
Yeah,
off.
I got a fucking stat sheet here. It's not stat sheet, but initiative tracker
Whoa.
here. It also has all the health of creatures.
Ooh.
So she is going to use her longbow. Now, I think, if I remember, she has a thing where she can just turn her attacks into force damage.
That would be neat.
Is it planar warrior? Yeah, as a bonus action, choose one creature you can see. The next time you hit the next time you hit that creature on this turn with a weapon attack, all damage dealt by the attack becomes force. And the creature takes an extra 1d8 force damage from the attack. It's 2d8 when it's 11th level. So
Sorry.
So she's going to bonus action. Well, one, she's going to teleport 10 feet. Bonus action to that guy, so he is force. I think I gave her sharpshooter. There'd be no reason for me to not give her. Yeah, I gave her
Right.
sharpshooter. But no, I'm not gonna do. She's not gonna do sharpshooter on the first attack.
I want to put points on the board before we start styling.
Yeah. Here, Trent, you're friends with her. What colored dice should I roll?
What colors we got?
I got the black and red. I got a clear red, a clear orange, a blue and purple, a blue, a gray, a light green, a dark green,
Gray.
a gray. First attack. 19 on the dice.
Good
So
choice.
that will hit.
There we go.
So
Oh, yeah.
they're going to take 3d8 plus 4 force damage. Actually, sorry, advantage because okay, it was in 1. So yeah, we're gonna take the 19 over the 1.
Yeah.
Aww.
Darn.
11, 15 points of force damage. They are on death's fucking door, so she's going to teleport 10 more feet and take one more shot. There's a 16 and an 11. 16, the 16 plus 8, that will hit. So that's an extra. I believe the force damage thing only applies once, because it just says the next time you hit that creature.
Correct.
So it's only 1d8 plus 4. I'll say there is a chance he survives with his current health. No, that is max damage. You watch
yeah.
as Orla, like, into mist, steps forward, into mist again, steps forward. Both times, pull arrow back, firing, pull arrow back, firing. Once right in the chest, and the other right in the throat. And as that happens, the person who was completely silent, immediately you hear as they fall down, and you watch the giant Death Reaper. Immediately as this happens, you watch like they were going into an aggressive stance at you, like watching this sudden attack, and they immediately stop and like almost have this look of like comprehension and understanding, realization of something. Eonkoth, it is your turn.
I'm punching that fucking crystal.
Okay.
Punch it.
Roll to hit at advantage.
Punch
Your
it.
2 attacks.
Get him.
Does a 19 hit?
19 will hit.
Okay, cool. So both hit. I'll put a 3rd level and a 2nd level smite into this.
Okay.
Right, I don't actually need all that many of my d8s. I forgot here. My apologies.
You only need a d8 for the
For the
leveling
damage.
smite
Yes.
than the others. Let me know how much of it is radiant and how much of it is bludgeoning.
Absolutely. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Plus D8.
You heard him laugh too, right?
I did hear that.
Okay. I saw my window have that fucking green border as he's laughing. It's like, oh shit, that picked up. Oh. Anytime my husband is in VR, he loves to like lean up against his computer chair while he's talking to people, and he happens to face out his office door, and his office door faces mine.
I see.
So if he's loud enough, my mic picks up everything he says.
Oh man.
Especially if my door was open. That's why I have it closed.
Okay. Do you want me to tally up all my damage numbers and just give it to you at once?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Just make sure. I just need the separation of bludgeoning and radiant.
Yeah.
Oh, a moment ago, I started snacking on some almonds, and then I was like, these don't taste very good. I look at the package to see, like, what the date was for whenever, they would expire, you know?
Yeah.
It would expire in 2023. I'm just like,
Oh!
I think I know why it tastes bad.
I mean,
Are you
I
still snacking on them?
No, I spit it out.
there was the.
It was bad.
There was the one frozen item I found that's date was, I think it was 2022.
Jesus Christ.
And it's a frozen
Man.
item, which means it was put up a year and a half ago before its date. About a year and a half, depending on the item. Because frozen's last for fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was there before both of us were there.
Yep.
It was funny because I had one and I was like, oh, that one wasn't very good. So I had another one because I was like, I'm sure a different one's going to taste better, right? Nah. They're both the same.
Surely it was just the one almond.
Surely it's just that one.
I'm like, oh,
Wait a
no, they
minute.
both taste
Oh.
bad. What's
I
wrong
guess there
with
are
this?
worse. I guess
It's
there are
like-
much worse foods to eat that end up like past their best by date than like an almond.
It was definitely gross. It was not fun to have it in my mouth.
Yeah. I don't
I'm
think you're
just
gonna
like,
get sick from it by any means, but
I
still.
mean,
so
I
yeah,
spit out
gross.
most of it, so
Tastes disgusting. So yeah.
it was very, it was not good. Didn't realize those almonds have passed their expiration date by that much.
Oops.
It's fine.
84 points of radiant.
84 points of radiant.
Ah, damn!
Damn.
Holy shit!
I average over. I was above average on my smite rolls, and then my little baby fucking bludgeoning damage was 12.
Wow.
Wow.
Min roll into 3.
Oh no.
I mean, the radiant damage.
Yeah, so the 2 hits, like you punch once into the crystal and it like leaves a tiny mark, and you punch to the same spot again, and it also the hits itself didn't feel like they did a whole lot, but the first time when you hit, you just put a large amount of radiant energy straight into it that it was like almost like a bubble that didn't get the chance to pop yet. It was like of the urge, it was just put in so fast, and then you hit it and put in even more amount of radiant damage that it just like over exploded this, and the radiant damage shot through. The radiant damage did about what you were expecting, but nothing extravagant.
Oh yeah.
With that, it is Zink's turn. Zink,
I will say I'll scoot
yeah.
away a little bit, and then
Okay.
my turn.
Zink is going to smack at the guy.
Smack.
Kicking his knees.
I smack at a guy.
Yeah, she smacked a guy.
I swing at his sword. I smack
okay.
at a guy.
I
Hey,
feel-
gobble.
I feel like if there's anybody I should be rolling the McDonald's dice for, it's Zink.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Swing with
Hell
turmoil. At advantage, okay. We'll take it's a 19, which will just hit. And
Okay.
for the first attack is how much? Okay. I have to remember. It's right. The first attack. 11. 14 points of damage. The second attack will hit. Mineral survives. Nope. Drop one of my dice. Zinc immediately runs forward and just like takes turmoil and just like comes in, swings front of the knee, bashes the knee backwards, and they fall down, and then just over the top smash onto the head.
Oh my god.
And like just the person just crumbles.
Oh my
With
lord.
that is the end. Finally, the end of the surprise round.
Top of the turn order.
It is top of turn order. Now it is getting late, and I'm not sure you guys would be able to destroy the crystal.
Finish it in 15.
Finish at least the fight in 15.
I
So
don't think so.
if you want, we can continue and just try and go fast, or we can end this now.
I already know what I will do, I think. What I already had in mind, so if we do want to just try to speed run it, we can.
Maybe, I don't know. This is a long ass turn order. Yeah, it's fucking what?
11:46.
It is 11:46.
It's up. I'll leave this up to you guys.
Yeah, I'm down. If not, though,
I mean,
that's
if you
okay
just
too.
want to go through the first 3,
You just want to go.
What, you
because I can't go next week.
Oh,
I
wait,
mean-
really?
Right? Yeah,
I can't
he
be here next week, but
We're still
Yeah,
going to be continuing. Oh
Yeah.
right. Wait. Roll 2d20s for me.
I already did. Neither one did anything.
Neither one got a
I
nat
got
one.
16 into 2.
Actually, okay, because
Excuse me?
if I remember correctly, I don't think this is an actual rule, but for every time you don't roll a 1, I'm going to increase the number.
Oh, wild magic surge.
So go ahead and roll a d100.
Technically, that would be like a. I think at this point it would be like a 7 or something.
Yes.
I really do love that rule because it's good. I love wild magic. Wild magic is funny. Let me do it more, please.
Yes. So roll a d100.
I'm trying to get dice that aren't
Cursed?
broken.
Ugh,
Slightly.
I'm mad about the new wild magic table.
For
I'm
like the
not
new
using
thing.
is the 2024 rules.
Yeah.
I'm not using that one. I'm using a different one that has something different for every number.
Yeah. The new one
55.
55.
They took a bunch of shit, kind of like clumped it together. So you roll it. It's like a 20 through a 25, and then you roll a fucking d8 and
Oh.
see what you get from that
Oh.
chunk. It's weird, and I don't know why they did it like that. Also, in D&D 2024, see invisibility turns off rogue.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Because the new hide
right.
rules states that you gain the invisible condition.
So,
Because why not?
Because why not?
I'm not sure if I should, because if I read out what this does, it changes what they will do,
Yes.
or I could just be like, okay, I could either say choose up to 4 creatures, or I could tell them what choosing up to 4 creatures will do, and then have them choose the 4 creatures, or up to 4.
Well, it's between you and you, my man.
You know what? I'll be nice. You can choose up to 4 creatures. Up to 4 creatures of your choice within 60 feet are knocked prone by a mysterious force.
Mm.
The crystal. The crystal just like
So, 4 creatures within this range are knocked prone.
Does that include us?
If he chooses you guys.
We're creatures, right?
The 2 guys up top,
Like, you have a
Okay.
grudge against anyone here?
and the small guy here, and why not this big guy?
Okay, so they will all be knocked prone.
Wowee!
All right. So we're just editing it, or are we trying to speed run through a round?
I say we wrap it up. Now it's
All right.
11:50.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
It is.
Alrighty.
Pingus.
Was
Pingus.
fun.
Pingus! Snoop Pingus!
Oh my god.
Yay. Alright, now I can change my room light back from the bog to gay. Give me a second.
I don't know why my first response was,
Lightning.
"Is that not the same thing?"
You all know Shrek is a fucking gay icon, okay?
True.
Shrek and his wife are gay icons.
Yes. Like, unironically.
Yeah. It is gay in here again. Oh, Jesus, that's fucking bright. It's gay in here again. You be.
Yay!
Yippee! Happy Pride!
Yay!
Oh my god! Wait, you're gay? Ew.
I'm canceling you.
How am I ever going to tell my husband?
I know.
So
Jacob, we're outnumbered.
Don't tell him!
absolutely destroyed.
I don't know what you mean we're outnumbered. All of you are in the Beer's Boyfriend collective.
Yeah, everyone here is a part of it. Oh, it's
Yeah.
sad that
This is gonna
That Zinc wasn't able to show up.
yeah, sad. It was real
Oh my
sad.
god, that quote. Oh my god, you're gay. Ew.
that was going in my cringe compilation.
That was good.
No, don't put me in your cringe compilation. Okay.
Alright.
I'm
It was a
hopping off.
lovely time, guys.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
Bye
Say bye to
bye.
stream.
Goodbye, stream.
Trent, we need to get a time where we can actually talk about Gorthaday.
Next week I'm off Monday and Friday, as well as Thursday, but Thursday's taken.
Yeah. I mean, I could talk, like, I could do either of those. We'll just have to wait till I'm home